So how many of you knew that Venus Williams had a book, or has a book, or had a book? This is Come to Win. It's a book of anecdotes, letters, stories from high-level executives. And basically what Venus has done with this book is pull together pretty much some of the most influential and compelling political, business, media minds of the time to bring together a book that utilizes the principles of sport. So for example, you know, how do these individuals utilize sporting principles to drive forward their own successes, right? So obviously being a tennis champion and all the things she's been through, she decided to use this book as a means to motivate not only her fans, but motivate anyone who is going through anything in life and they've got set goals and they just need that little bit of a boost, right? So it was published a while ago, it's 2010. At the time, it says it was a bestseller. This is a very old copy I've got here. It's got creative executives, media executives, business executives, as I said, and politicians, scientists, doctors. So it's chock-a-block. And what I really like, and I've always loved sports stories, sports documentaries, because the thing about sports is, and I admire about sports people, is they're faced with failure pretty much every day. Failure and you know, injury, which is not necessarily a good thing, but injury in terms of overcoming injury, healing, having to heal their body. They're using their bodies, right, as well as their minds. And I found myself to be very much inspired by the journeys of sports people, because, you know, coming back from a loss is a huge deal. And I just find it so amazing that, especially the ones that, like Venus, who get to the top and, you know, you achieve so much, you get so many accolades, and then you lose a game, you lose a match, you lose in any space in your field when it comes to your sport of choice, and you can still come back. And I find it resonates for me a little bit more than perhaps business stories, purely because I feel like that ability to overcome your body, mind, there's so much there, and keep going with the added pressure of your fan base, your sponsors, your family, your friendship circle. Like, there's so many pressures, but you're still able to keep moving forward, keep going. I just find sports people so incredible. So I would have actually loved to have read more about Venus. Now I know this book is different, and it is very much about, you know, pulling together the individual anecdotes and stories. But I think her story, I could have probably read just a book. Maybe I'm thinking that's probably partly why I bought it. I think I thought there was going to be more about Venus in this book. But that's not to say it's not a decent book. It's very light. It's not difficult to read. To be honest, you can skip some of the anecdotes. Some of the people in there are no longer relevant. But it's a vast catalogue of individuals. So it also shows you that, you know, that ability to attract and draw influence from amazing minds is definitely something to give Venus credit for. I want you to read a little extract. I'm going to read from Vera Wang's chapter. And I did not know that Vera Wang used to skate. And she was inducted actually into the US Figure Skating Hall of Fame for her costume designs for skaters. But even before that, she skated, which I just found particularly incredible. So I'm going to read her extract and just reflect on that. I don't think anyone should ever underestimate the psychological part about skating. My coaches Sonia and Peter Dunfield, who trained a lot of champions, including Dorothy Hamill, were very, very tough on me. They really believe in the mental element of skating, which is probably as important as the physical. You have to be your own worst critic. The fact that my coaches encouraged the mental part needed for the sport was extremely useful. I've seen many skaters who didn't have any mental focus, only the physical training. They easily blew up under pressure because there was nothing grounding them. That was a profound lesson for me, because it's what I've had to live through in fashion. I've had so many ups and downs in fashion that I'm often surprised that I'm still standing. But that inner belief in yourself, that voice that says, I have done this before, I have been here before, I can do this, is extremely important no matter what you do. In skating, if you fall on your first jump, you still have the entire program to get through. You begin to doubt yourself, suddenly you think, am I going to land these jumps and these spins? I've done for forever, or not. I fell at Nationals in 1968 and I could hear the entire stadium go, ooh. You have to try to find a way to tune it out because you cannot let it affect you. But it is a lot of pressure when 30 or 40,000 people are going, ooh, together and you're sitting on ice. It's the same with fashion. I've had a show that I thought represented a great effort and still a certain reviewer killed it. I mean, really killed us. It is very hard to keep it is very hard to keep my team motivated. I'm going to stop there because there's so many nuggets there, and it's a really short anecdote. It's a short, we can call it a lesser title chapter, Power of Reinvention. So Vera Wang was able to reinvent herself from a skater to Vera Wang. Incredible fashion leader and visionary. And the lessons there are the overcoming, utilising her sporting experience to not only motivate herself, but to encourage herself and ultimately motivate her team and her fashion within her fashion brand. Really good book, really easy. It's not difficult to digest. Again, I would have loved to see more. Venus, it's an old book, 2010. I'm sure you can find copies online somewhere. Like I said, not all the people are relevant anymore, but it's useful and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's just nice. It's like little letters, nice little nuggets of motivation when you need it. Pick up, put it down. So that's Come to Win, and as you can imagine, got the winning formula from Venus Williams. Yeah, give it a try. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all.